Hiya, welcome once again to LSB Feaster's radio channel and travel corner, where great radio from the past lives. Today, WRKS-FM New York 98.7 KISS FM. Now, for almost a decade, WBLS was the only FM R&B in New York from the early 70s through the early 80s. But that all changed when WXLO, formerly known as 99X, decided they were going to change and become an urban station also back in early 1981. WXLO flipped to urban as WXLO FM 99, using the slogans "From the Streets" and "Street Level in the City." Now, the station had a little bit of an identity problem. Because it was known to New Yorkers as a top 40 station, 99X, it just had trouble getting the word that we are a different radio station now. So to clear up the confusion, RKO decided the station needed a new image and a new name. So they ditched WXLO FM 99. Station said, we're moving basically to 98.7, even though they had been there all along, but most people didn't know it. And in August 1981, new calls were chosen for the station, WRKS-FM, as they were at the time, and a new name chosen for the station as well, which was 98.7 KISS FM. So let's check it out. If you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe to the channel. And after you do, make sure you smack that bell. And when you do, you'll get updates whenever we upload anything new. So if you're ready, let's go back with WRKS-FM New York 98.7 KISS FM.
Please wake up club. The Wake Up Club is rocking early in the morning, so get out your bed and put the first yawn in. And turn your radio to KISS FM, cause everybody knows the Wake Up Club is better than other radio stations that claim they're great but perpetrate and they get you up late. You'll be on time when you listen to KISS, so remember this, make sure you don't miss Jeff Foxx as he rocks the box at 5 o'clock in the morning, bringing dawn in. And if you're wise, then you'll definitely listen to Ken Webb and his words of wisdom. And if you need advice cause you just don't know, then write a letter to my mom Montego. Whatever the news is, and Tripp will tell me. And Slade with the inside story.
What about sports?
That's what Joe Bragg is for, giving you headlines and more. Wendy Williams is dishing the dirt, and she'll tell you traffic so you won't be late for work. Let them know what's on your mind by calling the KISS FM comment line. The Wake Up Club has become a trend. They'll even call and wake up a friend. Just dial 955-9870. Get off the bed, get your head off the pillow. So in the morning when you're climbing in the bathtub, turn your radio on to the Wake Up Club.
Wake up, get up, get up. Wake up, get up, get up. Wake up, get up, get up. Wake up, wake up, everybody who's sleeping in bed. Wake up, everybody who's sleeping in bed.
Hi, this is Barry White on the KISS Wake Up Club. Show you right.
KISS Wake Up Club.
I've been waiting to talk to you and wondering where you were. What I found you. Good morning. 18 after 5. 98.7 KISS FM with the Wake Up Club. 98.7 KISS FM, 22 minutes after 5. 5:22. Good morning.
Edit.
Wake Up Club with the Box that rocks the box. Didn't it rain last night? This was a hard day to get up, I tell you. When it rained like that, you just want to sleep and sleep and sleep. I didn't think it was ever going to stop. Start thinking about gathering up some animals 2 by 2. It was coming down so hard last night. Looks a little better today, though. We'll see some sunshine. We'll still see highs nearing 90, maybe even in the 90s. 68 right now, partly cloudy skies, starting to clear up. Hey. You think you can beat the clock this morning? Chance to get yourself going. Would you be the first person right now at 955-9870 or 1-800-525-9627? I'll give you a shot to beat the clock on Kiss FM 23 after 5. Good morning. .7 Kiss FM 26 minutes after 5.
Can you feel it beat? Can you feel it beat? Can you feel my heartbeat?
5:31, 29 minutes before 6 on the Wake Up Club. Good morning. 98.7 Kiss FM. I know that's your favorite. 5:35, 25 minutes before 6 o'clock. And this one goes out to Park Slope this morning.
Outstanding.
98.7 Kiss FM. Well, now.
Good morning.
How you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning. Greetings.
Good morning.
Salutations. What's your name?
Linda Robinson.
All right. We have Linda Robinson. And Linda, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Montclair.
All right, Linda, are you ready to try to beat the clock this morning?
Yes, I am. I'll try.
All right, now you have 20 seconds. You laughing about?
I'm laughing about yesterday, the young lady who was on, and she was trying to name the seven, or swarm the seven dwarfs.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you made it real difficult for her.
Okay, now I think you're pretty sharp. I don't know if I can get you this morning, but you've got 20 seconds.
Okay.
And I bet you pick this up. I just know you're going to, Linda. Are you ready?
I'm listening.
All right, don't start to answer until I finished asking the question.
I'll listen.
All right. Duke, Obie, Lawrence, and Levi are the members of what top group? Go ahead, Linda.
The Four Tops.
Oh, you're no fun at all. All right. That's got to be a record.
Hey.
All right.
Happens all the time.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, you've got tickets to check out Ninja Turtles Live. It's a great thing. No, really, it's a everybody laughs. I say this.
I don't want to say what the sister said yesterday, but I was trying to think in advance. Who can I give these tickets to? Who can I take?
No, you get the kids together and enjoy it in Ninja Turtles Live, okay?
Okay.
You took all the fun out of my morning. I want you to know that, okay?
Sometimes it rains at our parade. What can I tell you?
Thank you, Linda.
You're quite welcome.
What's your favorite radio station?
98.7 Kiss FM.
Private Johnson?
Yes, Sarge?
Some of the troops tell me you just snatched up that great little sports car that Corporal Needlemeyer put in the one edge yesterday.
That's right, Sarge.
Richard B. Harrison, performing and teaching drama. Tomorrow, another profile in the building of America.
Hi, this is Kenny Webb inviting you to get live with the Kiss FM's Wake Up Club in the Bahamas. That's right. If you missed an opportunity to win a free trip to the Bahamas with Kiss FM, you can still jump aboard the Kiss Party plane and get live with your favorite radio station for 4 days and 3 nights. Package includes round-trip airfare via Bahamas Express Continental Airlines, transportation between the airport and the hotel, accommodations at the Carnival Crystal Palace Resort and Casino, room tax, beach, pool, bellman, and gratuities, all for one special price just for you Kiss listeners. Departure dates October 11, 12, and 13. So get live in the Bahamas with Kiss FM and the Wake Up Club. Pick up the phone and call Accent Travel Tours at 212-944-2069. That's 212-944-2069 for information and reservations. And don't forget to mention Kiss FM for your special rate. It's better in the Bahamas. Call now and experience the sun and the fun with Kiss. 212-944-2069.
Back. The Inside Story.
I'm Bob Slade. Entertainer Ben Vereen believes in giving something back to the community. And all this week he's in town not to promote a new movie or a TV show or cabaret act, but instead to promote a few fundraising events he's involved in. For example, later today, Ben Vereen, in conjunction with St. Mark's Holiness Church in Brooklyn, will visit a woman's shelter in East New York.
To put on a cantata for them and speak to them. And I may even do a little dancing for the ladies out there tomorrow and support them, and hold them up. When I'm not doing my stage thing, I find myself pretty much in the community working with the this war on drugs and trying to mostly encourage young kids to stay off drugs and try and find something that they can say yes to, because we ask them to say no to the drugs, but we're saying, well, say yes to God, and you've been being practical. We're saying, well, say yes to your life, and to encourage parents to get more involved with the kids and things like that. I'm still doing my concert work. I am a song and dance man. I am an actor, and that's what I do best. I try to just support the other.
And the past 2 years have been rough emotionally for Ben Vereen. He lost a daughter in a tragic traffic accident, and that took a lot out of him.
Dunbar says that we who wear the mask mask. You know, you hide behind that mask and you mask that pain, but you got to find somewhere to vent that, or either it's going to drive you nuts. And it drove me nuts. It drove me crazy. It drove me to the point where I almost got suicidal because I was trying to mask the pain. And I'm just beginning to really learn to vent that pain, let that pain out and let it go. And you got to do that. You got to eventually just let it go and just live. There's this hole there, and you got to just, you learn to live with it. You know, I want to say also, to the Pinnell family, to be encouraged and to know that we're all praying for them and praying for their strength, and we're surrounding them with the light of love. And I know what they're going through is very hard right now, and so I just want to encourage everybody to continue to pray for that family.
And Ben Vereen is also concerned about his good friend Sammy Davis Jr., who's battling throat cancer.
Sammy gave me pretty much my start. He was the one who pushed me out on stage and started me acting. And I used to sit there. We did Golden Boy together and a number of other shows together. But Golden Boy was the first time that I got to really sit in the wings and watch him. We did a movie called Sweet Charity with Shirley MacLaine together. That's where I met him. And he's been an incredible influence on my life, as well as many, many entertainers. You'll sit and tell them, they say, well, who's your favorite entertainer? And they'll say, well, Sammy Davis Jr., because he's wonderful.
And recently Ben made headlines in the scandal rags with charges of beating up a woman and what have you.
I often tell young people this: you got to be careful about who you associate with when you're in the public eye. There are people out there who will do anything to get their name in the paper, writing on your name, and just try and drag you down. And they'll pat you on the back and they'll call you friend, and they'll put their fangs in your throat and suck your blood dry, and so you got to be careful about people like that in your life. They'll pick up the phone, they'll call the rags, and they'll create something out of nothing.
All is not gloomy for Ben Vereen. He has a few projects in the works, including some TV projects, and he thanks the fans for supporting him through those rough times. And he wants you to know he hasn't lost a step thanks to your support. We wish him continued success, Mr. Ben Vereen. And that's the inside story.
Well, thank you, Bob Slade. Always a pleasure to hear from you, and I'll be hearing from you in just a few minutes. 5:46 right now, 14 minutes before 6 o'clock, and we're going to look for some sunshine today. And after we get through with these early morning clouds, clearing away. It rained a lot last night, a lot of thunder showers, and Tripp's going to update us on that, find out if there was any damage caused last night. 98.7 KISS FM with Climax. Good lovin'. 5:51, 9 minutes before 6 o'clock. Good morning. This is the Wake Up Club. We've got information coming up next with Tripp.
Smoothness is an art, some might say, to glide along in an easy kind of way. It's cool and hot, all rolled in one. It feels just right and not overdone. Like the new Honda Accord, it moves like the breeze surrounding you, and comfort like a gentle squeeze. It's like riding on the clouds high above with a whole new design that you're gonna love. It's got more room and more space with a sleek style that sets its own pace. So, if you want to experience what it feels like to be smooth, take a drive in the new Honda Accord, my friends. It's your best move. The all-new 1990 Honda Accord. You've got to drive it to believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frank Perdue.
Some people think all natural chickens are all alike. But one look at my all-natural birds, and you can clearly see the difference. My chickens have a beautiful golden yellow color, which instantly sets them apart. And they get that color by my feeding them a more expensive diet of all-natural foods, like pure yellow corn, soybean meal, and marigold petals. But the differences between my chickens and the others are much more than skin deep. My birds have more breast meat, for instance. In fact, they're the broadest-breasted birds you can buy. And unlike some other birds, mine come with a full money-back guarantee. So take a good look at my all-natural golden yellow chickens. They may just color the way you look at the rest.
When it comes to chicken, Frank Perdue is even tougher than you are. He has to be, because his name and his money-back guarantee go on every chicken he sells.
All King Cullens have fresh Perdue young chickens, ground turkey, and Perdue Dunnet hot and spicy wings on sale. Why not stop in and buy some?
Summer is almost over. As principal of Hillendale High, there are some things I look forward to. Seeing the quiet of these hallways shattered by hundreds of little feet, fixing lunch menus, Salisbury steak and Brussels sprouts, The kids will love it.
You know what September means, so hurry to Roy Rogers now for the new double cheeseburger. 2 juicy burgers, 2 slices of cheese, only $1.69 plus tax for a limited time. The kids will love it, and so will you.
You know, what kind of a would give their family second best? Would you take the kids skiing in Kansas? Buy them microwave apple pie? Would you give them the Colonel's original recipe if you knew Roy Rogers fried chicken was preferred in taste tests? Would you? Well, of course not. So go to a participating Roy Rogers and grab an 8-piece party pack or a 12-piece hearty pack of delicious fried chicken, complete with coleslaw and biscuits. After all, your family does deserve the best. And while you're at it, trade in that Pinto for a Ferrari.
Another talk about a summertime promotion from AT&T.
Talk about fun. Talk about easy. Talk about cool breezes and lime squeezes. Talk about a summertime. Talk about a summertime.
Talk about a Labor Day weekend with AT&T. In addition to our low weekend and holiday prices, we are offering you another evening of savings. This Friday, all direct-dialed state-to-state long-distance calls placed between 5 and 11 p.m. will cost only 11 cents a minute. And if you like these prices, call 1-800-REACH-OUT to find out how you can save with the AT&T Reach Out America calling plan. AT&T, the right choice.
Talk about summer nights and fireflies. Talk about falling and a bright blue sky. Talk about a summertime.
Start the Labor Day weekend a little early with AT&T. This Friday, August 31st, all AT&T direct-dialed state-to-state long-distance calls placed between 5 and 11 p.m. will cost only 11 cents a minute. That's a whole evening of savings in addition to our low weekend and Labor Day holiday prices. So get an early start on the Labor Day weekend with AT&T long-distance calls at 11 cents a minute this Friday.
James, why is there a giant pit in the backyard? Another quick reason for Campbell's Junkie Soup.
Well, Dad, first my termite collection got loose in the basement. Then I had to get the lawnmower out of the pool. And once I got the dog off the mailman, I finally took a break with Campbell's Chunky Soup.
When you've got lots going on, stop for a bowl of Chunky Soup. It's hearty, satisfying, and cooks up in minutes, so you get a delicious break without missing a beat.
So as you can see, I had to dig that tunnel to the mall. Okay, see ya.
Tunnel to the mall? Campbell's Junkie Soup, the satisfying stop that keeps you going.
Well, all right, 98.7 KISS, 5:56, 4 minutes before 6 o'clock. Very good morning to you, Ann Tripp.
Good morning, Jeff. It's 67 degrees and partly cloudy at 5:56 in the morning. I'm Ann Tripp for the KISS News Team. Good morning, everybody. A federal judge has approved a $1.7 million settlement of the wrongful death lawsuit that was brought by the family of Michael Stewart. Michael Stewart, of course, the young graffiti artist who died after his arrest in a subway station back in 1983. The agreement with the city and the transit authority, which was announced yesterday, includes no admission of liability for Stewart's death. Mayor Dinkins says, quote, that Michael Stewart's death was a tragedy. No amount of money can compensate a mother or father or sister or brother for such a loss. Stewart's death was used as an example of police brutality in this town because of allegations that Stewart was the victim of a beating at the hands of white cops. 6 of the 11 transit police officers involved in his arrest were charged and acquitted of criminal charges in '85. But Hazel Dukes, president of the New York State chapter of the NAACP, says the size of the settlement yesterday is a clear acknowledgement of the defendant's responsibility for Michael Stewart's death. Mayor Dinkins is asking State Attorney General Robert Abrams to investigate the new boycott by blacks of a Korean-owned grocery store in Brooklyn, this one in the Brownsville section. He's also asking the State Human Rights Commission to investigate the protests. He says the circumstances in this one are different, and he wants to see if there is any violation of civil rights. And Liberty Island was closed off to the public yesterday after the Reverend Al Sharpton and about 100 demonstrators set up tents under the gaze of the Statue of Liberty. A National Park Service spokesman says the park was closed at about 1:30 after protesters began putting up the tents in defiance of a permit. The group was protesting homelessness and also the state of race relations in the city on the 27th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's historic I Have a Dream speech. 47 women and children who fled the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait are now back in the U.S. They arrived yesterday at Andrews Air Force Base outside Washington. Now, Iraq's news agency says starting today, Western women and children who are being held in Iraq are going to be freed. Meanwhile, there's no identity on the 56-year-old American man who died of a heart attack in the city of Basra the other day. U.S. officials want to do their own autopsy. U.S. military forces, meanwhile, in the Persian Gulf are to get a pep talk today from President Bush. Bush is to speak over Armed Forces Radio later today and tell the troops that they're doing a good job and have the nation's support. Of course, the U.S. Congress gave President Bush some support yesterday.
The president flew back from his main vacation to brief about 135 senators and representatives on the Iraq crisis.
Where do we want to go? Well, our intention is to persuade Iraq to withdraw, that it cannot benefit from this illegal occupation.
Mr. Bush wanted a statement of support from Congress to show Iraq that the U.S. is united. He got it.
The president had, I would say, strong across-the-board support from members of Congress, both the Senate and House, and Republicans and Democrats alike.
Democratic House Speaker Tom Foley. I'm Steve Taylor at the White House.
At least 23 people were killed yesterday by tornadoes in northeastern Illinois. The countdown is underway at Cape Canaveral for the launch of the shuttle Columbia. And actor Raymond St. Jacques has died of cancer in Los Angeles at the age of 60. The suave, multilingual performer was known for his roles in The Green Berets, The Eyes of Laura Mars, numerous other movies, Cotton Comes to Harlem. He was a familiar face also on TV. His most recent role was as the judge on Superior Court. It's 5:59.
Corn party, baby. Corn on the cob.
It's a summertime party. A summertime party at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ooh, corn party.
Corn party? Baby, what's a corn party?
A corn party, baby, is a corn on the cob special at Kentucky Fried Chicken. You get 2 pieces of chicken, an individual coleslaw, a biscuit, and a piece of corn for only $2.99. Now that's a corn party.
Summertime party at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ooh, corn party.
No way, you can't get all that for only $2.99.
You can if you get over to KFC in a hurry while the offer lasts.
Let me get this straight. 2 pieces of chicken, an individual coleslaw, a biscuit, and a piece of corn for $2.99?
I think he's got it.
Summertime party at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ooh, corn party.
Offer good until September 16th at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Prices may vary. Combination orders only.
Summertime party at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Ooh, corn party. It's a summertime party.
In sports yesterday, both New York teams are victorious. The Yankees beat the Orioles 11-3. The Padres was shut out by the Mets, 4-0. That means the Mets were victorious, of course. Another big news yesterday that had to do with the U.S. Open. Number 1 seed Stefan Edberg became the first top seed to be knocked out in the first round of play since 1971. Stefan Edberg was beat by Russian Alexander Volkov 6-3, 7-6, 6-2. Guess weather, partly cloudy, warm and humid with a chance of showers and thunderstorms until late this afternoon. The high today around 88 degrees. Right now, 67 degrees outside at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm Ann Tripp for the KISS News Team with Jeff Foxx and Ken Webb on WRKS-FM New York. It's the Wake Up Club on 98.7 KISS FM.
The Wake Up Club is second to none. 'Cause when it comes to winning lots of money, they don't want to catch in the morning. Don't wake up without them. The New York's #1 lady show. Come on and join. Kiss in the morning. Come join Kiss FM's Wake Up Club. Wake Up Club. Wake Up Club. The Wake Up Club. Wake Up Club. 6 to 10 in the morning. If you listen, you might be able to stay in bed because the money you win will keep you from going to work.
In a most unusual place.
You need to stop lying.
All right now. 98.7 KISS FM. Keith Sweat this morning. Get your day rolling the right way. 6 minutes after 6, 6:06. Kenny Webb in the house.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff Foxx. On the Fox Hunt this morning.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I heard you and that young lady. Her name escapes me for the moment, but she beat your clock.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she took all the fun out of your morning.
The clock didn't even tick.
Yeah,
so she answered the question.
Linda Robinson.
Yeah, beat me right up.
You know, Fox, I know Linda.
Oh, do you?
You may, of all the people you could have called, you called the wrong person. She's got a memory like an elephant. That girl can remember everything.
Yeah, well, she sure proved it this morning.
Yeah, man, shucks.
Fun part about beat the clock is let the clock beat you. But
yeah.
The clock didn't even start ticking.
Now, you should have asked her the name, the group, the members of the group of Ken Webb and the Buttons. See, she wouldn't have got that one.
She wouldn't have. I'd remember that for next time.
Nah, she wouldn't have got that. So you have to ask that next time.
I don't think many folks would have got that one.
No. But anyway, we're going to
not a very popular group.
We're going to try to make you feel. What?
Ken Webb and the Button, not a very popular group, was it?
Shucks, man, Fox, let me tell you. Back in
we used to really throw down. We used to pack them in. They used to come from far and wide.
See, I go through this all day long.
Yeah.
You can't even get me in the corner and say, let me tell you, a story happened back in 1915.
Not quite that. But anyway, we know she took the joy out of your day, Fox, and we're going to try to make you feel good. Today is official Help Jeff Foxx Feel Better Day.
Okay.
Because Linda really took the wind out of his
I sure
sails.
wanted to get her. She sure did.
Yeah, she took the wind out of your sails today. So
we got a lot of things to do today.
That's right.
We got to try to reach Michael Jackson.
And you see this thing right here?
It's his birthday.
See this thing?
What's that?
In the box. You see it in
what
the
is
box?
that? What
You
is
know
that?
what's inside the box?
What is in there?
So there's something on the side. See, it's written in Japanese. I can read it.
Okay.
One CD player.
Oh, tell me more.
It's a CD player.
We got a CD player to give
Yep,
away?
we're going to give away a CD player between 7 and 7:30.
Are you serious?
And it's a good one. 4 times oversampling.
Whoa.
This is good. I'm telling you. Boy, it cooks breakfast and everything. Yeah.
Between 7 and 7:30?
That's right.
That sounds great.
And we've got a $50 bill sitting here in Cole Kiss Cash. We're going to give away with the Backward Oldie. That's what we're going to ask everybody to screw their ears on back.
Right.
And we've got some tickets to see Regina Bell and the OJs.
Oh, man.
At the Westbury Music Fair coming up September the 8th.
That's going to be a great show.
And you're going to get a pair of tickets in that. I got some special good mornings.
Okay.
We're going to try to make everybody feel a little bit better this morning with good morning. So when we're going to get into our comment line, we want you to say good morning. Today's going to be official. Good morning. Let's feel good today.
Okay.
All right?
That's great. What are we going to talk about?
Well, first of all, on the serious side, page 7, Daily News. Stewart's family settles for $1.7 million. Now, just to bring you up to date very quickly, handcuffed and hogtied, Michael Stewart was admitted to Bellevue Hospital with bruises on his body. And he was first of all, arrested because of allegedly scrawling graffiti on a wall at the 1st Avenue and 14th Street subway station. But he was hogtied, he was handcuffed, he was admitted to Bellevue Hospital with bruises on his body. 13 days later, he died, and controversy erupted over his death immediately. Okay, they took the police officers, tried them in a court. They were never charged, were never convicted of anything. In a 1985 trial consisting of 6 white cops. All right? So finally today, what is it, 7 years later, the settlement comes down, and what do we have? $1.7 million. Okay, now the question is, how do you feel about this kind of settlement? Do you think this kind of thing is fair? Will that money replace Michael Stewart? What's behind it? What's at the bottom of it? Give us a call at 955-9870 or 1-800-525-9627. That's our comment line question for the morning. It's 10 minutes and 30 seconds exactly after 6.
All right, thanks, Ken. Mass transit's on a close to schedule this morning in Bergen County. Northbound on Route 17, all lanes are closed in the area of East Saddle River Road, and that's due to a tractor-trailer fuel spill. Also in Brooklyn, the northbound BQE has only the left lane open in the area of the Brooklyn Bridge. There's a one-car accident with injuries over there. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect in all 5 boroughs today. And this report is sponsored by Tom McCann. You know the new fall leather casual fashions are in at Tom McCann, and they're selling them for 25 to 30% off. That's Tom McCann. The shoes that fit the times. And I'll be back with your star signs next on 98.7 KISS FM.
The 98 days of summer sizzle in the Bahamas. It's where you ought to be. On the beach. Having the time of your life in the sun. Having big fun. Stay at the Carnival's Crystal Palace Resort and Casino. An experience of a lifetime. And the sound of the Kiss Lips is your ticket to jump aboard the Kiss Party plane via Bahama Express. Destination Paradise. Your chance to party with Kiss in the Bahamas is happening soon. Listen for the Kiss Lips for a guaranteed trip every weekday. And you might be on your way. From 98.7 KISS FM.
The Street Hiker, the Muscle Cross Trainer, the Regulator, all for men, all by LA Gear and all at Foot Locker, where it all begins.
98.7 KISS FM, 13 minutes after 6. Hey, wait here he is. Good morning, Papa Stan, the newspaper man, our favorite newspaper man. You know, I was out last night, Papa. Yeah? And one of your old good friends said hi to you. Who was that? John Lee Hooker. John Lee Hooker. That's right. He said that you were in Mississippi for a few years. Yeah. And you guys used to sing in the little blues band together. We used to jam a little bit more. Yeah, I'll tell you, John said, well, tell Papa I said hi. I used to tickle them ivories, you know what I mean? Is that right? Yeah. I find out something new about you every day. That's all right, boy. A lot of the ladies asking about you, too. Okay. Out in the streets, people say, well, Papa Stan. What's Papa Stan? Well, go on there. Papa Stan. Well, tell him I said hi. Pretty soon I won't be able to get my bill there, huh? Yeah. Look at the smile on the brother's face. Look at him. I'm smiling good, boy. Don't you know, son? Hey, you turning pink, brother. No, that's kind of difficult these days, but you say so. You got that great big New Orleans smile. Look at him. God darn it. All right, you know, make me feel good. Yeah. Make me feel good. You know, I was thinking. Yeah. I was thinking about this here prison situation, with the Rikers Island. Right. There's a friend of mine. Used to work over there. His name was Smith. No, Smith. Yeah, right, boy. Not Smith, or Smith. His name was Smith. And Smith was a guy. As a matter of fact, he was kind of stupid guy. Oh, was he? Yeah, because we all wondered about Smith because he's one of them guys that thought that Eisenhower was a beer. I said, no, it's a president, son. He's kind of dizzy, Anyway, thought it was one of them German beers or something, Anyway, this boy applied for a job as a prison guard. He got the job eventually. The warden said, these are some real tough guys in here, boy. Think you can handle them? And Smith said, no problem, man. No problem at all. If they don't behave, out they go. Right. As simple as that. You got that, boy? I got it. I don't think you did. I think it went right over your head. But that's all right. You begin to act like Smith. If they don't behave, out they go. Out they go, right? He let the prisoners loose. Yeah, right. I got it. Oh, hello? Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Stan. Is that my home that day? What did he say? When they make 2 cups of... Did you get it, Kenny? 2 pots of coffee?
No, I made it regular for you.
Kenny, did you get it? He said that they don't behave, out they go. They're in jail. They're in prison. Yeah. If they don't behave, out they go.
Oh, yes.
That's funny.
I get it.
Thank you, Papa.
They're important. You still got it.
Hey, Papa, put this in your pocket. Well, thank you very kindly. I ought to put this in your pocket, man. Put this in your pocket and take it on over there to Bellevue. Understand, boy? I get now. I get that's good. That's good. Don't behave, out they go. Yeah, out they go. I like that. Good morning, Wendy. Smith.
Good morning.
Smith.
It's Wednesday, August 29th. Here are your star signs for the day. Aries, keep your recent resolution about your appearance, your image, your diet. Taurus, an exciting breakthrough is in the works. Gemini, you should seek help regarding a project. Cancer, a change of scenery could be fun for all this evening. Leo, this is a banner day for those with career ambitions. Virgo, your romantic appeal soars. Libra, this is a day for spontaneity. Scorpio, co-workers could be sloughing their work onto your already crowded desk. Say something about it. Sagittarius, be prepared to move fast as circumstances change. Capricorn, you can persevere. Aquarius, minor changes can occur in tonight's agenda. And Pisces, expect a pleasant surprise on the social front. Well, it's 6:17 on the Wake Up Club at 98.7 KISS FM.
Thank you. Where's the time going? It's too fast for me. If they don't behave, well, out they go. I like that. High today, 90. Partly cloudy skies. We'll talk more about that. 68 right now in the Wake Up Club, 98.7 KISS, 17 after 6. Good morning. Everybody. 98.7 KISS FM, 24 minutes after 6, 6:24. The foster care recruitment program of the Southern Park Queens Association. They're looking for foster parents. Find out more. Give them a call, 718-276-4630. We care at 98.7 KISS FM.
Variable cloudiness, very warm and humid, everybody, today. We'll have a chance of showers and thunderstorms until late this afternoon. Our high 85 to 90 degrees. Right now it's 66. It's hot in the city. Let's go to our comment line. We're talking about the settlement on the Michael Stewart case. We have on the line Miss Green. I believe Miss Green is from Brooklyn. Go ahead, sweetheart. You're on the air.
Being a mother, I know if anything would happen to either one of my children, no amount of money could replace that. I'm very upset about the decision. Some people could deal with that cash settlement. I wouldn't. From the bottom of my heart, I wouldn't be able to deal with that, the loss of a child.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Green. Your comments are taken on 955-9870, 1-800-525-9627. Here is our traffic.
6:26 now on the Wake Up Club. Mass Transit's on a close to schedule today. Taking a look in Manhattan, one lane is closed both ways on the FDR Drive between the 70s and the 90s. And the northbound side, one lane is closed over the Willis Avenue Bridge. Also, watch out for heavy flooding today through the 100s, the 70s, and the 40s. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect in all 5 boroughs. And this report is sponsored by 9X Mobile Communication. You know, whether you have a mobile phone or a portable cellular phone, the 9X voicemail service will hook you up so you'll never miss another important phone call. Find out more about voicemail at 1-800-292-BELL. And continue celebrating the 98 days of summer on 98.7 KISS FM.
You ordered decaffeinated,
Relax, it's Max.
but it tastes so rich,
Relax, it's Max.
it makes you wonder.
Relax, it's Max.
It's so rich you can't believe it's decaffeinated. Relax, it's Max. Maxwell House Naturally Decaffeinated. Blended with Colombian beans because better beans do make better coffee.
Relax, it's Max.
Maxwell House Naturally Decaffeinated. Relax.
You know, when you drink decaffeinated coffee, there's no reason to settle for anything less than a rich, full-bodied flavor and aroma. In fact, you'd better look for a coffee blended with Colombian beans because experts will tell you they're the richest in the world. You'd better look for Maxwell House Naturally Decaffeinated in the green can. At Maxwell House, they believe that when it comes to decaffeinated coffee, it's not what you take out, it's what you put in that counts. That's why Maxwell House Naturally Decaffeinated coffee is blended with Colombian beans and roasted the only way they know how. Maxwell House Naturally Decaffeinated. Taste the difference.
Listen as Diet Barks presents the Root Beer Chronicles.
Oh, why me?
You want to tell me about it?
Well, Doctor, I've been feeling stressed out lately, all bottled up.
I can see that. What do you do for a living?
I'm a Diet Barks root beer.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Well, it is. I'm supposed to be the best tasting diet drink around.
So what's the problem?
Well, Barks is so sure I'm the best tasting diet drink, they'll pay people triple their money back if they try me and don't agree.
Triple their money back?
Well, you can see the pressure I'm under. I'm Diet Barks root beer. I've got to be great sip after sip, gulp after gulp. Other diet drinks don't have this kind of stress. What do you think?
I think you're fine.
If you're not crazy about Diet Barks, we'll triple your money back. Up to a $5 limit. Send proof of purchase to address on label. Try Diet Barks root beer.
Barks root beer and French vanilla cream soda are now available at Wallbombs, Grand Union, Key Food, Food Emporium, Finest, and Associated. Try Barks, the root beer with bite.
Lee jeans for men, the brand that fits. At Bradley's, where saving never quits.
We've been hanging at the beach all summer long. It's time to rap this back-to-school song. We volunteered and now we're bound
To show us freshmen girls around.
That is why my homeboys and me went to Bradley's for jeans by Lee. Don't have to be math scholars to see they're a deal.
Under $20. Lee jeans for men, the brand that fits. At Bradley's, where saving never quits. The look of those Lees will get a girl's attention. But that's not all, don't forget to mention.
Free wash, pepper wash, 5-pocket styling. The all-cotton comfort keeps the guy smiling. The right fit, the right finish, the right brand Lee. Under $20 fits our plan to a T.
So fellas, if you want to look cool, let Bradley send you back to school. Lee jeans for men, the brand that fits. At Bradley's, where saving never quits.
98.7 KISS FM time slipping away 29 minutes after 6 and words where to Webb in them.
Yeah, okay. We're talking about... See, it does happen. Listen, you really got to think about this. Life is very, very, very important to us. Life is important to us. And it's all. We all love it. And our quote says, "Why would any man desire in any way to vary from the kindly race of man, or pass beyond the lofty goal of knowing right from wrong, where all should pause and enjoy our meaningful life?"
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Kenny.
That was a good one.
Good follow-up to that.
Every time we do this, somebody should pass the offering plate.
Either that or...
Anybody want to join the radio program?
Richard Burton.
The doors of the radio station are open.
How did Richard Burton get into this?
Elizabeth, my darling, you are more beautiful every day.
Oh, okay.
But do some more, Bob.
No, that's enough.
I mean, Fox already did a Ken Webb imitation.
That was a good Richard Burton.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was all right.
Kenny, buddy.
Why don't you do the headlines like Richard Burton?
No. I tell you,
come on, man.
One of these days, I'll do the headlines like Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, he does good, Jack
I do it
Nicholson.
the whole. I would like to hear you do it like Richard Burton.
Well, at some point, we'll do that.
No, Jack Nicholson is good.
Jack, I do the headline.
Can you give us
Do Jack Nicholson.
an imitation, Ann? Can you give us one?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Who said I was talented?
Ann Tripp.
That's it.
Do an Ann Tripp impression.
What you see and hear is what you get.
That was excellent. That was great. Oh, I love it.
Oh, you like it?
Oh, that was Jack Nicholson?
No.
Oh.
What do Jack Nicholson?
Go ahead.
Well,
Come on.
All right, very quickly.
Okay.
All
I
right.
thank my mother and my father and my...
Oh, that's good, Michael.
That's
Who's
good,
that?
Michael. That was Kenny, I think.
That was Kenny?
That was Fox.
That was
wasn't
Fox?
me.
That was Kenny.
That was excellent, whoever did that. Outstanding. That was pretty good impression, I'm telling you. I thought that was
That's
pretty good.
Nicholson. That's all right.
Thank you. I want you to
Talent
hold it
big.
between your knees.
Oh, I got one. Okay.
All right, very quickly.
The color lilies are in bloom. I didn't do it right?
No. But it was good.
Whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
Who was that?
Katharine Hepburn.
Oh.
The color lilies are in bloom.
You know what does a good Katharine Hepburn? Carol Ford
is excellent.
Yeah, and she does share.
she-
Gypsies, triumphant thieves. She does good. She does it better than that.
That's very good.
She woke me up one morning with that crap.
Carol Ford imitation, too. Huh?
Yeah.
It's Carol on Kiss.
Next. All right. Well, let me move right along
Yeah,
here.
hello.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 29th, 1990. Did you catch the rain last night? Pretty bad out there, wasn't it? Huh? Woof, I tell you, it was terrible. I mean, like torrential downpour. Anyway, well, we may have a little bit more of that today. You never know. Some of the stories making headlines this morning include a federal judge approval of lawsuits totaling $1.7 million for the Stewart family. We'll have more on that story. By the way, Mayor Dinkins commented on that. We'll have that for you. Mayor Dinkins also comments on the new Korean boycott. And we'll have his comments on that as well. And cancer takes the life of one of our best actors, Raymond St. Jacques. We'll have that story also coming up in about a half an hour from now.
The Reverend Al staged a protest under Lady in the Harbor yesterday. I'll tell you about that. I'll also tell you why the City Consumer Affairs Commissioner is shaking his finger at car rental companies in this town. And I'll tell you about the black Marine who's condemned to death for killing his platoon commander in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. The Marine says he was a victim of racial taunts and abuses every day from the man he murdered. All that and more coming up at 6:50. But first, yesterday's New York Lottery numbers. The daily number 155, the win for number 8007. The pick 10 numbers were 7, 8, 17, 18, 20, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 34, 39, 40, 41, 48, 50, 57, 66, 75, and 77.
Now on the baseball scoreboard, the Yankees beat Baltimore 11-3. The Mets shut out San Diego 4-0. As for the weather forecast for today, you might want to take the umbrella with you just in case. You never know. Varying amounts of clouds, warm, humid, chance of a thunder shower, temperatures near 90. It'll be partly cloudy, cool tonight, low around 67. Sunny, pleasant tomorrow. Right now, 68 degrees in Central Park, 6:33. That's headlines. I'm Bob Slade for the KISS News Team on 98.7 KISS FM.
You need to stop lying.
Boy, the time is getting away from us this morning. 6:37 already on the Wake Up Club. Kenny Webb, we got variable cloudiness in store for us today. Warm and humid. Chance of showers, high 90, 6.8 right now.
Okay, we've got Wes on the comment line. Jeff, let's... Wes, go ahead. You're on the air.
No amount of money can replace the loss of life. The point, though, in this case is that since the cops were acquitted of wrongdoing, why would they give a settlement? So the settlement kind of like is a consolation to let his parents know that there was something wrong there. But no amount of money can replace the loss of life.
All right. Thank you very much, Wes. We'd like to have your comments. Maybe some of you that did know Michael Stewart, some of you friends, neighbors of him, we'd like you to give us a call and let us know what you think. 955-9870, 1-800-525-9627. Speak your mind on our comment line. Here's traffic.
6:38 right now in the Wake Up Club. Mass transit's on or close to schedule. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect in all 5 boroughs. And this report is sponsored by Tom McCann. You know, the new fall casual look is in at Tom McCann, and they're selling them at 25 to 30% off. That's at Tom McCann, the shoe that befits the times. I'm Wendy Williams with the traffic, and Mama Montego is next on 98.7 KISS FM.
Now, let me get this straight.
Okay.
Hyundai's Drive for $1 million clearance is on now.
Right.
Because Hyundai's about to sell its 1 millionth car.
Correct.
Shiny and manageable.
Reviving colors.
In radiant black.
Brilliant brown.
Dazzling auburn.
And vibrant plum.
Reviving colors.
Come alive. Revive.
Scanning the stars. Perusing the planets. From the heights of the heavens to the depths of the Caribbean Sea. Ladies and gentlemen, Mama Montego.
Hello, darling. Well, we have a new tennis star, Malavia Washington. What a something the other day, how he beat out the great Ivan Lendl. Of course, you know, quick, everybody run out and start talking about Lendl was having a bad day. And he was in traffic jam and all sort of excuse. I suppose it was a shock for the star boy to get beat. But the greatest shock wasn't get beat by an unknown black fellow. You see? Tennis is supposed to be one of the high-class white game. Of course, you know, we have had Arthur Ashe and Althea Gibson and Yannick Noah and, of course, little Zena Garrison. But in general, it seemed to be an unusual thing for too many black stars to come out of tennis. We're not talking basketball now. So I suppose certain people get surprised. All I want to say is congratulations to this young fellow, Malavia Washington. Keep on pushing, darling. And to you youngsters, do not let this race foolishness stop you from becoming anything you want. Even if you want to go play hockey, figure out a way to do it. If you want to become an astrophysicist, figure out how to do that and work hard towards it. A lot of these old stereotypes have to tumble down now. And we need role models for all of our youth in all works of life and in all games and sports. Take care, darling. Walk good.
98.7 KISS FM, 641, 19 minutes before 7 o'clock. I hope you have a message on your answering machine for the Wake Up Club.
I feel like this. I feel like this. When the Wake Up Club says wake on up, what do we mean? Wake on up! When the Wake Up Club says wake on up, what do we mean? Wake on up! When the Wake Up Club says wake on up, what do we mean? Wake on up!
98.7 KISS FM. We're waking up Martha Griffin this morning. Let's get Martha out of bed.
Hello?
Martha?
Yes?
Now, you knew I was going to call you. I don't know why. See, I met Martha yesterday at the John Lee Hooker Blues Convention, or what was that exactly? It was a blues thing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a Vincent Hedges Blues conference.
Yeah, and she said she listens to the Wake Up Club.
I'm listening to you.
But don't call me. And I'll say, sure. I won't. So how does it feel? How does it feel?
I can see why people hang up on you.
Now, I got some more of your friends to get. You know, tell Tanya to beware. And tell Renee to beware.
Okay.
I don't know when I'm going to call.
Okay.
But I'm going to call, all right?
Okay.
Well, you were my first victim. Because you had the biggest mouth. And don't think I won't call you back.
You better not.
Have a good morning.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Fox on the Fox on again. Let's go to our KISS FM comment line. We're talking about the Michael Stewart case and the settlement. We have Anthony out of the Bronx is on line number 7. Anthony, what do you feel about the settlement?
Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And I think it's totally disrespectful and it's an insult. This happened like in 1983, 84, or something like that. Now for them, basically, to come up with a settlement of $1.7 million. You can never put a price on a person's life, especially when a person is not here anymore. And for them to come up with that type of settlement, I think it's an insult to the family. I think it's an insult just to people in general, more or less, in a sense, as far as how much value they put on a person's life.
Okay, thank you very much, Anthony. We'd like to hear from some of you out there, your comments, and maybe there's a few graffiti writers out there that might want to call. 955-9870, 1-800-525-9627. You get it in, and we'll get it on.
It's 12 minutes in front of 7 o'clock. It's 6:48 right now on the Wake Up Club. I'm Wendy Williams with traffic. Mass transit's on or close to schedule. In Brooklyn, northbound on the BQE, there's only the left lane open in the area of the Brooklyn Bridge, and that's due to a one-car accident with injuries. The accident is being cleared right now. Also in Brooklyn, expect delays in the area of the Brooklyn Bridge due to ongoing reconstruction of Flatbush Avenue. So there are only 3 lanes open between Myrtle Avenue and Tillery Street. Alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect in all 5 boroughs, and this report is sponsored by 9X Mobile Communications. location. Whether you have a mobile phone or a portable cellular phone, the 9X voicemail service will hook you up so you'll never miss another important phone call. Phone for more information about voicemail at 1-800-292-BELL. And don't forget, the Kiss Slips will be a-flapping between 7 and 7:30 right here on the Wake Up Club at 98.7 Kiss FM.
11 minutes before 7 o'clock, we'll check news headlines next.
James, why is there a giant pit in the backyard? Another quick reason for Campbell's Junkie Soup.
Well, Dad, first my termite collection got loose in the basement. Then I had to get the lawnmower out of the pool. And once I got the dog off the mailman, I finally took a break with Campbell's Chunky Soup.
Body by Excel. Please follow directions carefully to avoid skin and scalp irritation or breakage and eye injury.
98.7 Kiss FM, 6:51, 9 before 7 o'clock. Good morning, Bob Slade.
All right, good morning. We have 68 degrees outside there right now, and we have partly cloudy skies.
I'm Bob Slade.
I'm Ann Tripp.
I'm Joe Bragg, the Kiss News team.
And a good morning to you. Controversial 7-year case of the death of subway graffiti artist Michael Stewart came to an end yesterday when the city and the transit authority agreed to give his family $1.7 million in damages. The agreement was approved by a federal judge. The transit cops who beat Stewart were acquitted after a 5-month trial. The suits were filed by the Stewart family in 1985 and 1986. Well, Mayor Dinkins reportedly wants the state to investigate whether a new boycott against the Korean deli in Brooklyn is in violation of civil rights laws. But it's claimed that the boycott the boycotters appear to be racially motivated, was vehemently denied by the protesters yesterday. Mayor Dinkins asked the State Attorney General Robert Abrams and the State Division of Human Rights to look into the 4-day-old boycott of the R&A and fruit and vegetable market at 73 Belmont Avenue in Brownsville. The mayor said the new boycott appears to have stemmed from an incident on August 4th involving a dispute between two black women who patronized the store and the former owner. Anyway, he wants it checked out. Ann?
14 people, including the Reverend Al Sharpton, were cited for demonstrating without a permit yesterday after closing down the Statue of Liberty's tourist park during a protest. That protest marked the anniversary of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, and Sharpton says it was aimed at calling attention to this city's continuing homeless and racial problems. And City Consumer Affairs Commissioner Mark Green says car rental companies in this town, including Hertz, Avis, National, Budget, Dollar, 30, A&L, Payless, and Snappy, have all been in violation of the law, refusing to rent cars to people under 21 years of age or without credit cards. Green says you're supposed to rent a car to anyone who's licensed and a driver over 18 who shows an ability to pay. He says that does not automatically include having a credit card. Bob?
By the way, this newscast is brought to you in part by American Express MoneyGram and Honda. Elsewhere in the news this morning, a Harlem man has been charged with killing a 63-year-old woman whose body was discovered after neighbors found her 1-year-old great-grandson, his feet caked in blood, sitting alone outside her apartment. Montserrat Crespo was found face down in the living room of her apartment, 2253 3rd Avenue yesterday. She'd been stabbed. The police picked up Hester Colazo, who lives in Crespo's building, and they charged him with second-degree murder and criminal possession of a weapon.
In Washington, the military appeals court is considering the case of a black Marine who may become the first man executed by the military in 29 years. Lance Corporal Ronnie Curtis, who is black, has admitted killing his platoon commander, Lieutenant James Lotz, and also Lotz's wife, who were both white. But Curtis says that racial taunts and other race-based put-downs drove him to it. Curtis's military attorneys pointed out during the trial on the base that Lieutenant Lotz used to imitate what he thought to be negative, stereotypical black mannerisms in front of Corporal Curtis, and also call Curtis Bebop and Shooby-Doo. Lawyers for Curtis are appealing the guilty verdict. If the appeal fails, Curtis's case could be taken to the Supreme Court.
And a sad note in the news this morning, actor Raymond St. Jacques is dead at the age of 60. Raymond St. Jacques died of cancer. A spokesman at Cedars Sinai Medical Center says St. Jacques died yesterday. He'd been treated for cancer of the lymph gland since entering the hospital on the 30th of July. He is best known for tons of movie roles in pictures like Cotton Comes to Harlem, Come Back Charleston Blue, and he was also in such films as Black Like Me, The Evil That Men Do, and of course he appeared in the miniseries Roots. He was also familiar to a lot of folks who watched daytime television. He played a judge in the syndicated TV show Superior Court. He appeared in theater performances of The Man with the Golden Arm, Othello, Romeo and Juliet, Raisin in the Sun, and Julius Caesar, one of our best actors, Raymond St. Jacques, dead at 60 of cancer in Los Angeles. We'll check sports and weather right after this.
Private Johnson?
Yes, Sarge?
Some of the troops tell me you just snatched up that great little sports car that Corporal Needlemeyer put in the One Edge yesterday.
That's right, Sarge.
I don't believe it, soldier. How were you able to buy it so quickly if you don't get paid till Friday?
Oh, easy, Sarge. My parents loaned me the money for the down payment and wired it by American Express MoneyGram. I had it in 10 minutes.
I don't believe it. Everything okay, Sergeant? Well, good morning, Major. Private Johnson was just telling me about American Express MoneyGram.
Oh, American Express MoneyGram. I use that to send money to my daughter in college every month.
I believe it.
American Express MoneyGram, the fast, safe, and reliable service to wire money. With American Express MoneyGram, your money gets to over 8,000 locations across the United States in 10 minutes or less. And now until September 4th, 1990, you can wire up to $500 for only $10. Yes, $10 guaranteed. Call 1-800-MoneyGram for details. That's 1-800-MoneyGram.
American Express MoneyGram. I believe it.
Available only at participating locations through September 4th, 1990. Other restrictions apply.
When I grow up, I want to be an eye doctor, a science teacher, and a scientist. I want to be a baseball player and a business manager. A teacher. I want to be a fireman. I guess a swimmer and a modeler. A chemical scientist. I want to be a journalist and write novels and write for newspapers and things like that. A policeman. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a Lego scientist. Whoa, radical, man.
With a good education, our children can be whatever they want to be. That's why Honda is committed to supporting black colleges, so they will always get that chance.
When I grow up, I want to be a heart surgeon and an actress. I want to be a writer. I want to be a business manager because I like to deal with numbers and I want to help people out when they're in a rough spot. You need help yourself, brother. No, I don't.
All right, take a look at the scoreboard. Yankees over Baltimore 11-3, and the Mets shut out San Diego. Adidas and Coke Classic. Rick Smith, way to go. There you go. That applause is for you, Rick. Of course, you can buy me a pair of sneakers with all the stuff you got. Anyway, time for our question this morning. It would be the first caller with the right answer at 955-9870 or 1-800-525-9627. And you'll win a pair of Reebok Reverse Jam sneakers. Autographed by Jeff Foxx. No, autographed by Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins autograph on those sneakers. All right, question for this morning. And you remember that Pine Tar game? Remember the Yankees and the Kansas City Royals, the Pine Tar game? Very, very famous game. George Brett smacked a home run and was called back because he had too much pine tar on the bat.
I remember that.
Remember that. All right. Well, we want to know the name of the pitcher, the Yankee pitcher who gave up the home run to George Brett that was called back because of too much pine tar on the bat. Give us a call, 955-9870 or 1-800-525-9627 if you know the answer.
Kiss weather, partly cloudy, warm and humid today. A chance of showers and thunderstorms until late this afternoon. The high today around 88 degrees. Right now, 68 degrees outside. The time is 6:59. I'm Ann Tripp for the Kiss News Team. This newscast has been brought to you in part by American Express MoneyGram and Honda. With Jeff Foxx and Ken Webb on WRKS-FM New York. It's the Wake Up Club on 98.7 Kiss FM.
It's been a long time. I didn't really think I was going to